Yes, hello, my loves. This video is a very spontaneous video for my or some of my nothingness bliss process coaches. It's to give you an option how to meditate in a vertical position, because I introduce you to the nothingness bliss process in a horizontal. It's all about immersing to the land, to receive the healing power and the energy from the land. However, we go through such an intensive time, and I just found out that the horizontal at the moment is not really good. So I just give you some basic tools to have a meditation practice that is not in the horizontal. It starts already just sitting straight. For sitting straight, make sure that if your pelvis is not straight, that you use 1 or 2 blocks. It's also good if the knees are below your pelvis. So, and then one amazing thing is already just to feel like as if you would be pulled up to the sky and universe. And if you follow that with your mind, so you go higher, higher up, so you see yourself in a kind of bird perspective high up, the further up you go, you will be only a spot. And you do the opposite as well. So you imagine you have a cord on your coccyx, and on the cord there is a stone, and then the stone drops and brings the cord or your tail deep into Mother Earth. And as you know, there are thousands and thousands of kilometers having to go down until you feel, wow, it's getting warmer, and you feel the lava energy of the land you're in, of the planet. So this in itself, to feel an uplift and the pulling down into the center of the earth, is already one thing. And that's what we do anyway. And in the exercise I will show you, it's all about this, to somehow, it's the same when you come to a yoga class to me, a med yoga, it's about feeling that something is lifting you up and something is pulling exactly to the opposite direction. So it's not you pulling. I'm not like getting stiff like that. It's just like, it does it for me. I'm getting longer, my spine, wow. The spaces between the vertebrae, ooh, they get light. There's so much prana coming in. So that's the idea. Same with the first exercise I'm giving you. It's a Kundalini exercise. For this, it's the mudra like that. So with the thumb, you hold the small finger, the ring finger. Those fingers are like this. And you stretch the arm out to that side. Same here to the other side. And it's not like me pulling. It's, I envision maybe angels or whatever. So they help me pull. Ooh, fine. If I wouldn't have that, so I'm also pulled there. I need to balance it. So it's actually a cross, and you also get miles and miles and miles. Maybe you embrace the earth, So that is the thing, and you're not doing it. It is doing it for you. You are being pulled. That's the thing, because then you can release, and then with the release, you get to the magnetic. So all of a sudden, the land you're on is breathing you. So that's what we want to get with the release. But in such exercise here, we have both. We have a little bit of effort. We need some effort to have. But if we think like, oh, it's done for us, also here, then we can release, and we become part of the bigger picture. So in this Kundalini exercise, you breathe in through the mouth. I'm always speaking about that you envision a kind of magnet that helps you pull in for 5 counts. And then you close the mouth, and through the nose, 5 counts out. So you have lots of time, concentrate. The magnet is there. As you know, in my technique, it's all about bringing lots of prana to our base. because that's the realms of the lunar. So, and with each breathing out, you're getting longer on all ends, on the vertical and here. Theoretically, that exercise is meant to last 11 minutes. It is said that it releases childhood anger, but you don't have to necessarily to concentrate. I just think for me, it's a great exercise to start a meditation practice in a sitting position. So I guess the first time you do it, you may have 5 minutes. And yes, to start a practice, have a timer on so that you know how long you're doing this practice. And the idea, and that's what you know from other exercise when laying down, it's really about dissolving everything we think we are, our all I identification, like I like to say, rather than ego self. So just like, boy, just letting it happen. And you're breathing all the time. Prana, you know, in my technique, you decide what it is. You're breathing in. Is it healing power? Is it your highest and best? And you're releasing everything. And after a while, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 11 minutes, wow. And then you go again into the lunar. You just let it happen. You go into nothingness and you just observe the natural breathing. This is what I also want to have you in this kind of stillness in the end, where we just like our felt perception really loves it. Our body loves whatever it experiences. And it's also possible here that you start with a mantra, simple like I am here in this now. I breathing in, breathing out, here breathing in, breathing out, this, breathing in, now, breathing out in your language. You can also just say, I am here now, so you have 4 words. That's also good. And then, like in my method, you give yourself words that really have a medicine power. You can also say, I am calm now. Or I am peace now. You can feel like, wow, a huge energy burst of peace is now in me. Then I'm loved. Or you go to Sanskrit, like that's really the same like we do when laying down. You can use exactly these mantras. Sometimes it's nice to use Satnam, Aham Prema, Om Shanti Om, or you just use in your own language, I'm content, I'm contentness. Whatever word really carries medicine power. You know, in my technique, we learn that we only do things where our body says, oh yes, that feels nice, let's do that. So yeah, go with that. And maybe that helps you already. Just remain in stillness. You may start with 10 minutes in stillness, then 50 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you do the next exercises you do with the thoughts, you know. So we want in both, whether we are lying down or we're sitting vertical, we always want to find our own beautiful breathing presence, which is your true essence. And wow, this ship is loud. And from then, once we're here, once we're in our complete self, once we feel like we are like that this is our kingdom or queendom of heaven, then I start observing, okay, do I still have thoughts? And if yes, I try to push them away to a kind of a cinema screen, and then I just watch how they flow from the right side of the screen to the left side, or from the bottom of the screen up to the air. So it's a 2-point meditation as well. Same, you know, there is a variation to that exercise, that I'm just sitting in my beautiful breathing presence and stillness and calm. And I just ask a question, where in space does my next thought come up? Or what color does it have? Or what smell does it have? So and that shifts already the thoughts. Yeah, and then the same you can do with all the emotional exercise we do for emotional release. So, but this is your source, you know, this is how you build the source. And at the moment, we need to be so fit, and we need to stand vertical, you know. So the state of that we could spend lots of time sleeping, somehow it changed a little bit. So I'm happy for those who have been practicing with me for a longer time, and they have not made it up naturally to a sitting position. I invite you now to really try to shift your meditation practice, or add to your meditation practice that you try to learn how to meditate in a vertical position. And yeah, maybe at some point when you really practice this, you will have your hour every day. Oh, my love, tilake bola.